welcome everybody to a new episode of the EmPath. My name is Natalie Anja Esser. I'm an empath myself, and today's topic is It's Not Yours. And you might say, of course, I'm aware that the feelings that I'm feeling inside of me are not mine. So what is new about this? I ask you to become aware while a situation is playing out, to realize that the feelings that are flooding your system are not yours. This is the first step. Just simply be aware that it's the other who is upset, angry, fearful, overly excited, or whatever it might be. Simply becoming aware of the fact that this is how the other is feeling. It's not your feeling. It is what the other is feeling. And you might say, okay, I am aware that my boss is yelling at me, that he is angry. But this still has implications in my own life. And that will tell you yes and no. Because if you enter the game, so to speak, you feel okay, he's angry, he wouldn't, it's not even necessary he starts arguing with you or yelling at you. You can simply feel it even when he or you enter the room and you are aware, oh, something is not right here. That's your special gift, that you are able to feel this. So all I'm doing with this work in this videos is assisting you that your gift is a gift for the world and for yourself, and that it will not burden you so much any longer. So you feel this emotion of your boss, as an example, and he's yelling at you. And when you are aware, okay, that is his anger, means at the same time you can stay with yourself. You might use simple techniques like focusing on your chest area, maybe even laying a hand there, or simply laying a hand on your legs when you sit there, and just putting your hands on your legs to feel, okay, this is who I am, this is where I am, and just simply feel, okay, this anger belongs to him. And this would be the first step. If we even go further, you staying with you and not reacting, but seeing it from a more neutral perspective. And you see, okay, he's angry, and you see, okay, I understand why he is angry. But is this my responsibility? His anger is his anger. I'm not responsible for what is what belongs to him. It's not yours. And in this moment, when you become aware that his anger belongs to him, then you are free to choose how you want to act on this, not react. How you want to act. How do you want to deal with the situation? And maybe you just simply staying calm. You don't have to do anything at all, just being very present, so he doesn't think you are not listening. You stay present, and you simply staying calm. Might be he stops his anger tantrum after a while. Just let it play out. It's not yours. Don't touch it. Don't take it in. It's his anger. And just this might be that it calms him down. And then you can bring in whatever you choose. You bring an explanation why this did happen this way it happened, but don't defend yourself. It's just, it's just, okay, this played out this and this way, and I understand why you are angry, upset, whatever. But understand that the other is angry or upset doesn't mean you have to take the anger in. You say, okay, I see why you feel angry. Maybe we can find something to create a solution. And in this moment, instead of having two opponents, or instead of having your boss dominating you and you are being the doormat, in this moment you are become an equal player in this game. When you don't react, but when you stay centered and aware, and you understand these feelings that he's throwing at you are not yours. And you say, okay, we have this situation, I understand that you are upset, and now let's see what we can do about it. And sometimes we have situations where you can just say, okay, I see you're angry, I don't know what we can do about it, but yeah, I understand this, but it doesn't belong to me. Sometimes we can just agree that we are disagreeing, and this would be fine also. You cannot lose. The only thing you can lose is if you lose yourself, by being flooded by all of these emotions and expectations. And people are throwing their stuff at you because people don't want to be responsible for their own stuff. And what is really the huge big issue we as empath have is we are always feeling responsible for everyone and everything. And so we have to somehow learn to come back to ourselves and take responsibility just for us. Just for us in this moment, how we feel, to be responsible for us, that we will not be dragged into the drama that is playing out, and that we simply take good care for ourselves. And this needs a lot of repetitions often. We have some situations playing out again and again and again, and until we learn to deal with it. And so don't feel bad if you try and can't deal with the situation, and again you feel totally overwhelmed. Simply that you try it again and again and again. One day you will succeed. It's like learning to walk. You just didn't stand up and won a marathon. That's not the way it's working. You're standing up, trying to stand, sit down, fall on your little butt, and try it again and again and again. And over time, it's just your feet are just, they know how to walk one foot after the other, one step after the other, until you don't even have to think about it any longer. And that's the same with the empath. That's our healing journey, that we come back to ourselves. And coming back to ourselves doesn't mean we let the other down, not at all, but see it like when you enter a restaurant and they have a huge buffet, you and going out into the world with all of these emotions and energies that you're flooded with. This is like this huge buffet. And no matter how hungry you are, you will not be able to take everything in from such a buffet. So you choose what you take into yourself, what you want to try out. You might think, oh, that's an interesting fruit. Never tried it. So you choose it and take a bite, and then you say, nah, that's not for me. Or yummy, I want more. And it's the same when the outer world is throwing all of their anger and all of their nervous energies and all of that stuff out. You can say, do I want to be angry? Nope. And you can simply, understand it's not yours. We don't take things that are not ours. And if someone else is making an offering to us, you don't have to take that. If you know you will feel bad afterwards, if you have an allergy, for example, and some, for example, you have an allergy against nuts, and someone is offering you nuts, you say, oh no, thank you, and you don't take them. It's the same when you know that someone is angry at you, and you take it in, and you know your body will maybe even get ill. You might get a headache or whatever it might be, or you get a stomach ache or whatever if you take the anger of someone else inside of you. Then you say, no, I don't want to deal with this. I'm not taking this in. So simply don't take what is not yours. It's you might say, no, it's not so easy. I know it's not so easy, but I know it's doable. 'Cause see, I'm really highly sensitive. I'm not just an empath. It's not just that I'm feeling other people's emotions. It's also often that I read what is in other people's mind. It just happens sometimes. I might walk along the street and suddenly I know that this guy has cheated on his girl, or that another one is having really perverted ideas about sex, and another one is thinking about their stuff at work, or it's often just glimpses I receive. Okay, there's someone really worried about a situation at work, or it might be really shocking stuff. Someone is walking there with a child at the hand, and I know he's abusing the child. And you have to understand that I wouldn't be able, one, to live in this world, to function in this world, if I wouldn't be able to understand, okay, what is mine, what is not mine. Is here something I can do and want to do, or is it just the way it is, and I'm not able to change this in this moment? I had to learn this. I wouldn't be able to work with clients. You see, as an empath, many of us, we want to help other people. But everything I'm assisting my clients, I think I went through it myself before. And that in this case, everything that happened to me, I see it as helpful and worthy along my journey. But I also understand that when I take things in that are not mine, I'm not able to assist people. If I sit with someone who is in deep, deep grief, I will feel their loss and I will feel their emotions somehow. But if I would lose myself in it, I wouldn't be able to assist these people. So you would have two people simply just losing themselves in these emotions and negative thinking, and that wouldn't help anyone at all. So really, on the long term, what you're doing when you learn to come back to yourself, and you might feel like separating from the other, but you're not doing this. You even can't separate yourself from the other. That's just not the way you are built. But just simply taking a step back and just becoming aware, oh, he's angry, it's not my anger. Oh, he's worried, it's not my worry. Oh, she is feeling depressed, it's not my depression. And it's like you learning to stand on safe ground. And when you are standing on safe ground, when you have learned this step, after a while you will be able to not only stand here in the center of, in the eye of the storm, so to speak, you will also be able to help others reach that safe point, because you being totally centered and aware and one with yourself, you will have a much better understanding for the situation. And you see, when we are tracked into energies with a low frequency like anger or fear, our focus is a very, very small one. We have just this small focus. But when we can stay on high frequency like compassion or feeling at peace or feeling the love for the other, when you can stand yourself on that safe ground, it's like your vision is opening and you can see the whole situation with a totally different point of view. And from this different angle, you will be really, really helpful. And this is what this whole series, the EmPath, is about. Assisting you coming back to yourself and standing on the safe ground, because you're so much needed now. You see everything at the moment when you look into the world on a global scale, but also when you look around in daily life. People feel stressed and under pressure, and people are arguing about the most stupid things in the world. And we came here to help change this, and we will only be able to change this when we are standing on that safe ground. And this is what I invite you to. So next time, simply start with making contact with yourself and just feeling, okay, this is what I am, and okay, this emotion is not my emotion. And next step would be to send maybe compassion to the other one. And yeah, so I hope this helps you along your journey as an empath. You are the living path, and your own journey is, yeah, it's for the benefit of mankind. So safe travels, dear empath, and see you next time. Much love, your Natalie. Bye.